Hello, I am Raziel, and we are another week closer to the release of Warhammer The Old World, and I, for one, is quite excited to step foot back into the old world of a world that was, whatever you want to call it. Now, we know the armies that are going to be fully supported, and the armies that are going to get the free Legacy PDF rules. Now, the ones I want to look at are the free Legacy rules armies first, the armies that the narrative won't be focusing on, because each of the core factions will be getting a full video of their own. Well, and what I'm going to do is half of them now and half the other week next week. Now this week it will be the turn of Dark Elves, Skaven and Demons of Chaos, not in that order. Still find Demons not getting full support a little odd. And these are cheap army lists, focusing on pricing, and not one of them is going to cost more than £150. You know, so you can get them ready to field them on day one of release. I also believe, now this is something I really do believe, that if these armies get support from the community, Games Workshop will end up supporting them too. So yeah, that's just something I really believe. And finally, Chaos Dwarves are going to get a special video to themselves to get dedicated just to them, as there are no models for them on the Games Workshop website, and I need to talk about eBay and stuff like that and other ways of, you know, getting that army. Now first up is the Filthy Ratmen, the Skaven, a great army to collect if you want a variety of models, and a range of fighting styles too. You can have snipers, which is their warp lock gunners, a big cannon with the warp lightning cannon, or a scary screaming bell. There is a style of gameplay here for you. So for your army, I want to include, you know, something from every clan. Now first is the Lord or Hero Choice, which is the Plague Priest. He is also the old Lord Squawk model. The reason he is on this list is price at £12. There is 3 core units here. The first 2 are Clan Rats and Night Runners. Now the Night Runners are from Clan Eshin, and both these boxes are £25 each. The third and final is your Giant Rats. Now these come with your first special unit, Rat Ogres, and actually this is a decent priced box at £27.50. You get 2 Rat Ogres, you get their Minders, and you get a lot of Giant Rats too. Of course, I said these are from Clan Moulder. Then Plague Censors. Once again, these are £27.50 and from Clan Pestilence this time. Plague Monks, I should say, are a good substitute here for the same price if you want more Skaven. I just wanted a bit of variety here, and that you weren't painting, you know, 60 odd models straight away. And finally is the Doom Wheel at £25 from Clan Skyer. It's a really nice looking centerpiece model. It's fun to build as well. I've built a couple and they're really fun. Okay, so Lord Squawk was alive during the time of the 3 Emperors, and the Plague Priest model would, if you wish to use him as Lord Squawk, would give you all the Warlord abilities. And he has some devastating ones, including an instant kill weapon should the enemy fail a toughness test. He's also a high level wizard too. Dark Elves, the High Elves, less trustworthy brethren, unless you ask the Dwarves, who can't tell the difference. Fun if you want to do elves with a lot less morals, and they ride dinosaurs too. There are massive draggers, scantily clad sorceresses, or the multi-kit rank and file. Lord or Hero is a sorceress and at £12, and the sole reason again is the price. She is one of the cheapest models Games Workshop does in plastic. 2 core units are Black Corsairs at £20 a box. These are £5 cheaper than the normal rank and file, and it's hard not to include them. Honestly, I was thinking about putting one of the rank and file here, but honestly, 2 boxes of Corsairs would be better than even 1 box, just having 1 of them. Another core unit is with your Dark Riders. These are a fast unit because they're all on horses, and they're £27.50 each, and finish off with a cold 1 unit at £22.50. Now, this is a really good army to start with, and they're really cheap. Even after all those units, there is £48 left in the budget, that is a great starting army without actually having to add anything extra. Now I was stuck on what to add without too much repetition. An assassin for another hero choice at £17, and another cold 1 unit to bring up the previous unit to 10, a 10-man unit, which will just be devastating. There is actually a lot of choice for you to go here. There's hydras, dragons, you know, and of course there is the rank and file. Now finally for this video, the creatures of magic stuff. It is the Demons of Chaos, an army so varied you can make 5 different armies and not repeat the same one twice, or even have any rules repeated, or units. It's fantastic. Well, units repeated in different armies is what I meant, obviously. While there is plenty of variety in the Demons army, I want to focus on the most cost effective. And the quickest and most cost effective is the Warhammer 40k Combat Patrol box at £95. You get 3 Blood Crushers, a Herald, 10 Flesh Hounds and 20 Bloodletters. This is a huge amount to start your army with. Add in a Herald on a Juggernaut for another fast and deadly hero at £30, and finally a Skull Cannon to add at least a little bit of range for £27.50. Demons of the other gods are just as good value, and for £150 you could build a decent army of any god you wish to represent. Slanesh, for example, Seeker Chariot, £21. This of course comes with your Herald as well. 2 boxes of Demonettes, £25 each, Seekers £21, and Fiends at £35. And finally the Mask, just to finish you off. Khorne is just the best value for money, hence why they get the spot on this list. There you go, some armies to start off you in Warhammer the Old World, the PDFs. Now look, I'm actually quite happy about the PDFs because I do like trying to save money, and if I don't have to buy a Warhammer Armies book just to play the game, I'm more than happy to download a PDF. I'm not a great fan of illegally downloading stuff, like things that I've put up. It's not something I'm a fan of doing. I'm not against other people doing it, it's just something I don't like doing. It's just my preference. So yeah, being able to play Skaven, and actually that Skaven list is the one I'm actually going to be getting, and I've got ordered and is coming my way. That's one I will be starting Warhammer the Old World with. That's literally my list. I gave you the list that I will be using, and I'll be adding there might be a video I might do, like a small shorts on how that goes and all that. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to save more money on Warhammer the Old World, because these models are available on most other sites such as Wayland Games, which is a link down below, you can get it there. Of course there is my Forbidden Planet if you wish to buy some comics. My comic, which is about cyborg werewolves and Little Red Riding Hood going mental with an axe, and some monster stuff and a little bit of horror, that's down below. And my merchandise, some silly, some sensible, but all fun and all done by me, also down below. Patreon if you wish to give me money, but as always, treat yourself first. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you all have a good time, and I'll see you soon.